This island is limited and finite. We can't just produce islands like Bali through a machine or through a factory like we can do with Coca-Cola. It's limited. So we have to, if you want to regulate the value of a brand, we have to limit the amount of access to this island. So option C is the best option. You regulate the value by a price. You don't regulate the value by a volume. So if that is the case, why do we bring so many people to this island? Why do we create all these jams and all this traffic? Because there's additional costs by bringing more and more people to this island. Why all of these people leaving trash on this island? We have to think about and we have to make a decision on what is our business model, A, B, or C. For us, it also is C. We are trying to do C. And it's up to all of us. For you as investors, what do you want to invest in? You want to invest into plan A, plan B, or plan C. One thing I can guarantee, plan B is a short-term plan. And also, plan B means there's no planet B. So please think about where you invest and how you invest. The third point about a power brand like Apple is consistency. Now, I'll ask you, whatever product you see, whatever color it has, you can feel it's an Apple product, correct? It's an Apple product. It feels Apple. Even if it looks different, whatever, it feels Apple. And that's because Apple is incredibly consistent and incredibly stringent around its brand. So the value has been generated because it creates focus. It creates focus about this particular brand. Now, if Apple was focusing very, very highly on consistency, would we take, this is where I'm from, Austria, would we take Austria to Bali? Would we take an Austrian village into Bali? What would that do to Bali? It would destroy the brand. It would dilute the brand. Maybe not destroy it, but it would dilute the brand. Because suddenly you have like lederhosen and people jump around like this. That doesn't make sense. Apple would never invite a Microsoft product into its portfolio, would it? Or a Samsung product into its portfolio. No, it would never do that. It will stick true to its identity and its values and be consistent with it. If Apple was to build a building, it will build an Apple building. And that building will look like this. It's innovative, it's simple, and it creates an amazing experience for its visitors, for its employees. It's true to its brand. So my question to you is, if we have this power brand in Bali, this global icon, why would Apple ever go and build a Microsoft building? Correct? It would never build a Microsoft building. So why do we take buildings from Miami and put them into Bali? Miami icons place into Bali. Why do we take buildings from Santorini and place them into Bali? Is that because it translates the brand? Would Apple do that? Apple is on Instagram. And it's still the number one brand in the world. Why would we bring Dubai to Bali? Why do we bring South of Spain to Bali? It dilutes our brand. It creates inconsistency with our brand. And by creating inconsistency with our brand, we are killing our biggest asset. So, what I'm trying to say to you is, when you invest in Bali, when you develop in Bali, when you operate things in Bali, remember where you are. Because we have a responsibility to protect this biggest asset that we have. People ask me, how come all of your projects is sold out? How come everything works? How come you sold 40 villas in one day? How come? How does it work? Can you tell me how? And it's actually very simple. We have aligned our brand with the brand of Bali. We have aligned our identity with the identity of Bali, because we're here, we have a sense of place. The second one is we're trying to create value. We're trying to create value with plant seed, as we said. We don't discount. Why would we discount the number one brand in tourism in this world? And thirdly, we prefer consistency. All of our products are consistent. They are different, like any product, like any other product, but they are consistent. This was our first project. The idea was to be invisible. It was only a chameleon. It was there to blend into the nature, into the values of Bali. All of our products are different. More medium density products. But they are all ultimately have a sense of place. And they are aligned with the power of the Bali brand. And if you can align your product, your investment, or operating product or investment, if you align it with the Bali brand, your product will be stronger, and the Bali brand will also be stronger and stronger. Now, to close, I'd like to take another big brand that has an amazing thing, and that was Tesla. Tesla didn't invent the electric car. It wasn't the first to build an electric car. But Tesla reimagined the future of mobility. So now, my goal to you today to open this conference is to join me and to work together to reimagine the future of tourism for this city. Thank you very much.
That was Johannes Wesenberg. Thank you so much, sir. That was a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to really dive into not only branding, but also in the authenticity of Bali. A very valuable information from a person who first landed here 22 years ago. 32 years ago, 1992, if I'm not mistaken. 32 years ago. That's my experience. Please, a round of applause. Dear friends, for a person who really knows what he's talking about authenticity of Bali. Probably you've seen Bali with the mud roads in the woods when there was no traffic, no huge hotels, no big opportunities in development. But now, having people like this here in Bali is a pure blessing, because we need that kind of experience and understanding of authenticity of Bali for peak balancing with all the new developments that are building really very new Miami-style buildings. So it's a very valuable experience and our beautiful opportunity. And now we are meeting our next beautiful guest from Address Bali.com, a beautiful new development project in Bernan region, Lima Beach. And I just had the opportunity to speak with him for a few minutes, and he's building that with his friends, for himself, and for people who will be enjoying that as a new beautiful hotel with all the luxuries, but building for himself. He will live there by his own. So this is the quality like I'm building for myself. So without any further words, without Johan, please give a round of applause.
I'm here representing Address Bali. I'm one of the co-founders. We have two of the co-founders, two of my friends, who have been traveling either in Bali or other parts of the world. But we traveled a lot of different places together. I myself came to Bali probably now 10 to 12 years ago. I don't remember how long. I originally am from Asia myself, even though I'm located. I am 100% Asian. Pakistan is half Asia. But I was born, I grew up in London, and obviously British by passport. And the reason why Bali resonates with me is because number one is Asia, and the food, the culture, and everything else. And we all know Bali is a different animal in a very nice way, because Bali has culture, Bali has beautiful people. A lot of people keep on saying to me that Bali, the smile of the Bali people is what gets them always. And let's face it, we are here for obviously the culture, the food, the beaches, and everything that Bali has to offer. So, being in Bali for obviously quite some time, I moved to Bali during COVID because I didn't want to be in London anymore. And obviously, one thing led to another, different projects came up. During the time during COVID, I was in Bali and we went to Tulum. And I thought, okay, maybe I could go to Tulum, have a good time over there. And after spending about a month and lots of money, I thought, okay, Tulum is not the place for me because it's really expensive and it's only just one street. Whereas going to Bali, each street is like Tulum, So that's why I decided to come back to Bali and actually, luckily I was walking on the beach, we came across a piece of land and also a couple of friends and said, look guys, I can't afford to do this by myself, trying to get involved and also my friends, now business partners, also known as co-founders, we came up with the West Bali. Our motto is, where life takes you, because naturally, this is where life is taking us, and that's where we are. Before I go back into more of the developments, I want to talk about Bali in general, and how Bali has changed over the last 10, 15 years. Obviously, for those of us who have been coming to Bali for quite some time, Bali started in Kuta with surfers coming over, then obviously Seminyak, which is still very popular, and then Canggu, which became the hippie district, and now we're going on to Echo Beach, Paradise, and Palima, all the way to Dungu. Before you know it, there'll be developments of Singapore City, there's a big development as well, by Serotonin, and so on. So many people are doing different things. But personally, I think Bali is changing. Sure, Bali has something to offer for everyone, but Bali is morphing into providing more of a luxury experience for people, with resorts like Bulgari, Kandara, the W Resort, the resorts at Cornwall, for example. Great resort in Echo Beach actually. And Bali now is catering to more a luxury concept of real estate. Many luxury developments coming up. Obviously, there's still a place for affordable holidays, affordable luxury, where people can stay somewhere for 1 million, pay $500 a day, and still have a very good time. Because one thing, obviously, property prices are going up in Bali, because land is going up in Bali, due to COVID, obviously, we have all of a sudden influx of people coming in and investing and buying. Also due to very different climatic conditions in the world, people have gravitated to Bali. I mean, if you look at example, Phuket, for example, or anywhere else in Thailand, they've been developing for a very long time and at very rapid states. Where I think Bali is just on the start of becoming more popular. If you look at Instagram, you look at all the influencers, they want to go to Bali. They want to take pictures of Bali. They want to take pictures with these pink flowers and all this stuff. But I think what a lot of developers should be doing is concentrating on not just the architecture, but architecture that belongs to Bali. A building that belongs to Bali is not out of space, it's got greenery, it has a comfort look and feel. But not just that, also focusing on not just Balinese or Indonesian art, but Asian art, because we are in Asia after all. And I think that's the key here. And that's what we're trying to do. And I'll go through this presentation in a minute. But I think that's what we need to, that's what developers here need to focus on. Because that is the key here. That's the essence of not just Bali, but Indonesia and Asia. And I think if a developer gets that right, they will get a lot more attention as because we're focusing on residences which is operated like a hotel, which has a very unique feel. Obviously, let me go through the presentation. So, first of all, this is our government. We've already won an award on Boarding for the best architecturally designed multi-resident building in 2020. whole of Indonesia. So this is our development. It's on the side, we've got a river, right at the front, we've got the beach, and a walking path from our development to the beach. This is in Lima Beach, if you're familiar with it. It's just north of Canggu. Not far from La Brisa. Are you familiar with La Brisa? We'll probably all go to La Brisa if we're going to Canggu at some point. So that's what the building looks like. We've got the location. That's the real land as it stood a year ago. It's changed now. But obviously, the walking path has been built by the government, a river on the side, and the beach in front. So this is about 30 seconds walk from the beach. To look further, obviously that's again the building in the corner, and then the walking path to the beach. So literally, it's all. We're not seafront. We don't claim to be seafront. We are sea view, seaside. Because we don't like it. We don't like it. We don't do it ourselves. So, you know, we think honestly for the moving on, this is also the front entrance of our project. So again, I came across this piece of land walking on the beach, started asking people, you know, what was this land, if they want to rent it or not, if they want to let it on their own. And you can see, I'm going to show you lots of pictures of how the building looks like an architect. So this architecture externally was designed by an architect from Dubai, who also wanted to live in Dubai. Thing is, because of the land and where it is, we couldn't do anything average. So we had to do something outstanding, and that's why we came up with this design and architecture. And we feel that this is an architecture design that will be that belongs to Dubai. When somebody's looking on the beach, walking past, they will be like, okay, you know what, that's a nice building. That looks like it should belong in Bali on the beach. That's exactly what we're looking at. Again, some more pictures and angles of, you know, building. Straight lines, you saw straight lines and lots of greenery also. Moving forward, in our building we've got a river house, or a club room, which is also attached to a small family-oriented beach club. When I say family-oriented beach club, it's only for about 25 to 50 people at a time. We've got a pool overlooking the river, and also a cafe where you can run power. We've got sauna, a cold lunch, a spa, and so on. This is our rooftop, and this is key. This is going to be our rooftop pool, looking at this angle, with the pool overlooking the sea. We've got a bar, lounge, sitting area, as well as a restaurant on the other side, as you can see there. Currently, we're in talks with different restaurant operators, the likes of Nobu and Zuma, to build a business case with them, to get a partnership to open a really high-end restaurant on the top. But again, keeping into consideration the Balinese values and concept and the cost. Because one thing we've learned with being in Bali this for a long time, it's all about building community. It's all about being affordable. Because one of the reasons that people come to Bali is because it is approachable and affordable. And we want to keep that. So that's why also we're looking at Zuma kind of concept or Nobu, but making it more accessible to everyone. So again, that's where the restaurant will be. We've got 23 luxury units on 4 different levels. We obviously, as co-founders, reserve the top floor for ourselves, and then we're selling ground floor first or second floor. Now, out of the 23 units that are available for sale, we're only selling 13 units. And out of 13 units, we've already sold 4, so we're only got 1 left to go. We've got different types of units, so we've got a combination of apartment studios and deluxe bedroom studios, which are all the ground floor or first floor, depending on where you come from. And then we've got panoramic studios and panoramic corners. See, the reason why the deluxe studio is the deluxe pool, 1 bedroom, pool that way, because only on the ground floor, and anything above first, second, third floor, we're all got the sea. So, as you can see, design and architecture, the interior with So, the exterior, as I explained, was done by an architect from Hong Kong. The interior has been done from an Indonesian architect who grew up between San Francisco and LA, moved back to Jakarta, and has actually become a very good friend of mine. His name is Calvin. He runs a studio called Hitomo out of Jakarta, and his team has done the full interior design of the building. One of the things that we've kept true to is sustainability. Now, sustainability to different people means different things. For us, sustainability means something is replaceable and is sourced from 500 kilometers from the building is, and that's where we're sourcing all the materials from. I mean, there's some stuff we're sourcing from Germany, like kitchen equipment, but the majority of the interior has been sourced from within 500 kilometers of the building. I'll soon go through more pictures of what looks like. The last one I drew on the ground floor looks like, full, also the bedroom. This is our studio, the sea view, right to the beach in Lima Beach. Again, more pictures of the one bedroom, one ratio of views. One of the things that we've done is we've put the bedrooms where there's views. Because we like waking up to where the ceiling, where the nice views are. We think of the nice ones as well. So that's why we've done that. Instead of putting the living room, it's the bedroom. Again, obviously, we want privacy and everything else. And one bedroom, more pictures. This is one of the bathrooms. Again, it's on the higher floor. Another thing you want to see, we're doing business over here. If they do, we should use it. And then, obviously, we've got studio residences, which are on 60 square meters. We have options for gallery, garden or balcony, and the one-bedroom residences, which are 80 square meters, pool, balcony, depending on where the building is inside. Now, we've got underground parking, we've got cars and rides, we've got obviously four layouts, we've got obviously a reception area, that's what we're trying to need. We've also got a Japanese garden, people who come in, there's going to be a Japanese tea garden, people who relax, come to take a ride, or whatever they want to do. It will be very relaxing essentially. Moving on, obviously, these are just more floor plans. The rooftop, as you can see, we've got a huge lounge, a restaurant, 2 bars, a second lounge, a pool, kitchen, and shower area. We've got also 2 lifts in the building. One is the residence lift, and the second is the panoramic lift, which will also each floor and services the roof. What we're offering here is obviously a very, very exceptional opportunity for people to invest in and secure different units depending on the budget and so on. We've got, see, this building, this development is going to operate like a 5-star resort, 5-star hotel, 5-star residence. We're already actually major hotel operators in the world. I'm naming them because obviously it will be reaching contract at this point, but it will be operated by a big global hotel firm around the world and manage that. We're not looking to rent out these units as Airbnb or anything like that. This will purely operate as a hotel. Now, let's see, what can you expect if people invest in that? In terms of the asset appreciation and increasing, 15 to 20% ROI, depending on what the person's circumstances are and how they invest. For seniors, we've got a 3-year lease. I believe right now, normally, the majority of the properties are leasehold, and if they are leasehold, they're offered at 25 years. We will go over and beyond that, and they're offered a 3-year lease, purely because people really get a good return on investment. It's going to be a fully managed service, and obviously it's going to be availability for your and that's what we are. Now, we're looking at realistic, a 12 to 15% ROI after paying all the management fees and expenses and possibly taxes as well. So, in terms of the studio, our studio starts at $330,000, and our one-bedroom starts at $475,000. We are looking to rent them out at $225 a month for a studio or $325 for one bed, with 80% occupancy, which is now the benchmark that everyone, all the developers in Bali show. And based on all those numbers, we can achieve 15% ROI, 5-year return on investment, and that also takes into consideration a 20% management fee. Now, obviously, a lot of people, I'm sure if you're familiar with Bali, you can buy a villa for $330,000. You can buy an apartment in Dubai for $330,000. But one thing I will say is, will that be on the beach? Number one. Will that be in a good area that's popular today? Not in 5 years, not in 10 years, right? And are you going to have sea views? Probably would. Right? Just that, just the quality. So we were having some meetings with our interior designers and architects, and we were spending 15 million just on the interior per square meter. Right? If you're familiar with the market, people usually build a villa for about 10 million per square meter, finished. I'm not sure how attainable that is, but I'm just giving an example. That's the kind of money we're spending to create this property, which is why the cost is high, and we're building something that will last and is sustainable. And that's why the prices are high. And we are definitely more expensive than any other development in Bali, reassuringly, but we're investing for the long haul. We're not investing for 5-10 years. We're investing on always. We want this building to stand for the next 33 and after that as well. For 3 years and after that as well. Now, obviously, we'll take payment plan on developments. Currently, the 4 investors who have invested, they've invested all the money up front because they just want to like the building so much. We also offer a payment plan, which is a stream, which is a typical payment plan for anyone, which goes over 2 years, and that's what it looks like. Our key handover is summer 2026, which is around June. And then this is the current project plan of how we're going through it. In terms of other projects that we've done, we've got address value in water. We currently achieved 30% ROI. We bought this hotel, we renovated it, we converted it, and now obviously over the last 2 years it's done 30% ROI. Which is why, one of the reasons why we decided that we will build resorts, residences, hotel managed service here, and bigger outreach and obviously we've got experience in doing that. Apart from Uluwatu, we'll also secure a piece of land in Lombok on the north west side, which is very close to the beach. We also secured a piece of land at Easter this year and in Greece. So Lombok will start planning and developing next year with an aim to complete in 2026 as well. Visa is probably going to be available in 2028, and then Mykonos sometime in 2027. The reason why I mentioned all this is we're looking to create something similar to Soul House Members Club, where if somebody invests in one of the buildings, they automatically get access to other buildings around the world. And they don't have to pay, they can use the credit that they've built up. And we'll give them a 40% compliment. So let's say if somebody has racked up $100,000 over a year, we can convert that to $140,000. They can use that to stay in different places. We don't have a limit on how long a person can stay for. So if somebody buys a unit, they can actually come and stay for, let's say, 3 months in Bali, 1 month in Malaysia, and 1 month in Mykonos. And still, they're running with the investment that they've actually made in Bali. So that's the first result. That's also the service role, and that's the reason why I'm explaining other projects that we've got. So that's pretty much everything. The closing line, very cheesy. Address Bali, the best address in Bali, because it will be the best address in Bali, the best place to live, and the best place to be seen. We are on a school outside, right by the bar, right in front of the DJ. So please come and say hi to myself, or my partners, or our representatives here. We're more than happy to speak to you and take it further. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Woo! and it's changing them. That's something that sounds like a dream. The idea to have the possibility to live here in Western Bali, and at the same time simultaneously have the opportunity to go to Mykonos or to Ibiza, that's something to dream about. That's a beautiful idea and a very beautiful design, and we hope that it will be a really beautiful and new point of interest in the Pendenar region. It's really an honor to be on the stage with developers that are forging, making a new, beautiful buildings that are not only concrete but ideas, that magnets that are bringing people together culturally, ideologically, and bringing them with a great idea to live in peace together. There is small announcements to go to your chat. If you haven't still got scanned the chat from our Telegram, please do that. And be reminded that every speaker will have a poll there, so you can just tell and share your feedback to our speakers, so we will understand better what is resonating with you more and what is less. And I'm sure that every speaker is really brilliant here, and it's beautiful to have you all at the stages. How do you feel yourself, guys? It's a beautiful feeling of all the opportunities. Are you here? Are you hearing me? Are you just probably in the chat? I hope that you are feeling to put some investments in the ideas like Faisal was telling about now. And for the next one, we just met a few hours ago at the stand of our next friend who will be presenting the Viennese development, and they show their concrete, they show their technologies, and really it sounds like living in the 22nd century because it's so fresh and so technologically intense. So the founder of BMX Development International Group of Companies, BMX panel plan for the production of large format foam concrete panels and BMX bases for driving reinforced concrete piles. It sounds more technological than it is, but it is really very understandable technology. After the lunch break, I really recommend to go there. So the goal of the project is to create a technopark that will produce everything possible for quality construction. So with the production of wall panels for foam concrete and reinforced concrete pile driving presentation, Mikhail Maina. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
PENDEKAR Group is not just a construction company. It's your opportunity to build faster, more efficiently, and more eco-friendly. With PENDEKAR's development's unique technology for producing large format panels of foam concrete with a tongue and groove connection, you'll build 6 times faster than your competitors. PENDEKAR's bases pile driving machines will help lay the foundation on any type of soil. With PENDEKAR Group, you will become part of a construction revolution. Are you ready to invest in the future with us?
Dear friends, Mikhail Maina on the stage, please, a round of applause.
My name is Mikhail Maina, and my list is заканчивается. Я слишком много времени провожу на стройке, поэтому решение в первую очередь, поэтому мою спич будет переводить автор. My name is Michael. My English is not so I was my name. My name is Azir. I have you to understand what you hear and try my best to understand. Давайте начнем. Собственно, в России у нас большая компания Development, занимаемся производством строительных материалов и стройкой. За прошлый год мы построили 350 домов. So let's start. We're running a large development company in Russia for already more than 10 years. Also, we produce all the materials for ourselves there. Конечно, можно говорить? Сейчас сделаем.
A very strong energy, that's why it is electricity is feeling, that's there's a buzz of energy in the field.
Итак, собственно, мы строим постаппаратные технологии, когда забирается монолитный каркас и делается заполнение ключами. Ну, то, как это принято сделать и в Индонезии. Но огромная проблема в том, что когда мы стали обрастать и стали много строить, порядка 30-40 домов на времени, мы начали косячить.
So previously we used to build similar traditional way, that's called Indonesian style. So because we built a lot of 400 houses a year, that's why we start making mistakes.
А вот вообще запись слышно тебя из формы?
Excuse me, do you hear me well? Something.
Окей. Так, собственно, мы стали косячить, и надо было что-то с этим делать. Собственно, из-за огромного количества стройки слишком сложно найти много квалифицированных кадров.
So because sometimes we have a lot of projects at the same time, that's why first challenge what we face is qualification of the people. So this is really challenging to find enough people to build, let's say, 20 houses at the same time.
Ну и, собственно, были косяки вроде того, что мы неправильно устанавливали окна в домах, и когда уже начали монтировать мебель, она просто не залезала. Ну, то есть мы ставили и по срокам сильно направился, и по качеству.
So here you can see the great example of one of our cases, but even window we didn't install in proper way because all the dimensions mistaken.
С этим нужно было что-то делать, и мы вспомнили крупнопанельное настроение, которое позволяет строить огромное количество квадратных метров. Мы перестали зависеть от качества людей, которые собирают дома, и сделали производство в России крупнопанельных панелей для настроения.
So we started looking for the way how we can avoid all the mistakes. That's when we started production in Russia, our own materials, and we come back to old technology, building in Venice.
И все резко поменялось. Во-первых, мы перестали зависеть от погоды, что в России там есть снег, вот это белая природа.
So that's why all the mistakes successfully avoided and we start consistently without any issues. Even if you already forgot how snow looks like, here it is.
И если вот кто строитель, вы понимаете, даже вот такие консольные вылеты мы забиваем на производство и привозили уже собранные. То есть не надо было делать монолит в сложную конструкцию.
So according to this technology, we don't have any more on-site works. And here you can see the house. So we produce everything in our factory. We bring just install. Even some difficult architectural elements, we still can easily make because if we try to do the same building but on traditional technology, monolith technology, it will be some kind of difficult, challenging, long, expensive. In this case, we can build faster and better, more simple.
И, например, коробку по 600 квадратных метров мы собрали, по-моему, за 2-3 недели максимум.
So this box was built about 2-3 weeks.
Ну, тоже как раз. Дальше, так как мы занимаемся девелопментом, строительством больших территорий, да, это поселок на 160 домов. Когда мы туда приедем, можем обратить внимание, что вот наша территория большая, мы здесь только начали делать дороги.
Because we involved in the construction business, we built a lot of attached villages. So on this picture, it was our project of 160 houses.
Прошло 11 месяцев, и мы построили 80 домов. При том, что большую часть стройки в России была зима.
So here you can see the picture, 11 months later. And in 11 months, we built 80 houses, which ready to sell and ready to be here.
Почему это возможно? Мы на своей рынке бесконечно завозим панели и, собственно, из них собираем дома.
Why is it possible? Because all the parts that we use is under service. So here you can see a great example. For example, this is our window. So we bring and we organize the storage there for all the panels.
Примерно вот так выглядит дом. То есть коробку дома 100 квадратных метров собираем примерно за 6-8 часов.
So this is how the process looks like. The box of the house we install in 6-8 hours.
В России мы используем стены толщиной 300-400 метров, а в Индонезии рассчитываем строить из стен 200-300 метров.
In Russia we use panels in the size 20-30 centimeters. In Indonesia we will use similar big because of the condition.
Нижняя часть панели высотой бывает 4 метра, верхняя может быть другой, в зависимости от того, какую высоту потолка нужно сделать. Также панели можно закрывать индивидуально по другой проекте.
So here you can see our standard sizes. The bottom panel is 2.4 meters. The top panel is 4 meters. And also all the panels you can customize for the flavor.
Для того, чтобы было удобно снять, в самом начале устанавливаются вот такие стартовые закладные, которые позволяют выровнять фундамент и еще сильнее упростить монтаж панели.
So, because sometimes this is difficult if you're working with large panels, that's why we created start connectors, so this is easy to install big panels.
Ну, собственно, вот так выглядит построенный поселок, как мы это делаем в России.
So this is how the final result looks like, how we're doing this in Russia.
Дома мы сдаем вот в таком виде. У нас это называется подтапки, когда человек с собой только зубную щетку приносит и тапки. Все остальное сделано. И это занимает примерно 4-6 месяцев полностью. От глины до такого вида.
So here, how the final result looks like. You can see how we give to the clients, the houses, this is ready to stay there. You don't need to wear shoes when you're already inside. So completely house ready to stay in short period.
За 1,5 месяца появляется полностью коробка.
So in 1.5 months, everything is ready.
Так как в Индонезии сейсмически активная зона, мы предусматриваем вот такие железобетонные колонны внутри стен. Поэтому сейчас не надо ставить опалубку, то есть железобетонные колонны можно заливать прямо вовнутрь панели.
So according to Indonesian limitations, here all the weight should be load on framework. So here we still need to use columns and reinforcement belt. So material can be loaded by weight itself. That's why we still need structure. But in this case, we don't need formwork anymore. All the structure can be done inside of panels.
Собственно, если вы пройдете по этому квару, то увидите, как мы этот дом собрали за, по-моему, 6 или 8 часов прямо во время проведения выставки в Санкт-Петербурге.
So following this link, you can see the great example how we built this house on event in 7 hours.
Самое классное, что мы можем делать плиты перекрытия, которые могут быть консольными. То есть в обычной жизни приходится заливать дорогостоящий монолит, а мы делаем плиты перекрытия, которые могут работать как балкон или как консоль.
So this is our next product. Here you can see the floor slabs. So as you understand construction, it can be done only by monolith technology, but it will take a lot of time and a lot of money. So it will be very pricey. But in this case, because of our floor panels, you don't need, this is fast, this is cheap, so it's easy to install.
Мы тестировали нашу плиту, и, собственно, в чем суть? Здесь вылет консольный 2 метра. Критическая нагрузка на плиту 3,8 тонны. То есть для того, чтобы создать такую нагрузку в обычной жизни, в рамках виллы, вам нужно сделать бассейн высотой 3 метра, и плита не сломалась.
So I will explain for you a little bit more. This is one of our tests because normally when we're working on a project, we'll always produce these parts and we test it ourselves. In this case, in this particular case, this is one of our tests. So the general idea, this floor slab should be loaded about 500 kilograms per square meter. But in this case, we load the maximum weight, what we found in our factory, just to break it. Our goal is break it. But our test is failed because, as you can see, this floor slab unbreakable. So in real life, to do something like this, just try. You need at least 4 meters swimming pool per 1 square meter. So which is like not realistic.
Крыша сверху может быть с щебенкой, не знаю, как по-иному мы упрощаем, строительство домов.
So in this case, if we speak about usable roof, which is also correct, here this is easy to create. It can be Celtic style, it can be just stones, it can be glass. So roof can be usable, and this is difficult to damage.
Следующий продукт это межкомнатные перегородки. Они очень классно работают в уже построенных зданиях, например, мы когда не знаем, многоквартирные дома, либо торговые центры.
So here, let me introduce you our next product. Now we speak about walls. In this case, this is internal walls, but they also can be used as external walls. About this, we'll speak a little bit later. So normally, we use it in many-story buildings, but also now we use it as external walls. About this, we'll speak a little bit.
Так как все, собственно, панели имеют шип-паз, их очень легко соединять. То есть мы резко стали независимыми от качества рук, которые строят. То есть панель собирается в шип-паз, и невозможно поставить криво. Мы пробовали, даже самые низкоквалифицированные строители не могут собрать криво стену. Вот можете подойти к нам на стенд, все это потрогать. И шип-паз разработан таким способом, чтобы все очень плотно соединялось. То есть одна панелька держит другую. То есть это очень плотное соединение.
So, our general idea to avoid all the human possible mistakes. And here you can see the great example how it's done. In our panels we have special type of connection, panels each other. So even people who has no clue about construction, who has no experience, he can do that. We already tested ourselves.
В Грузии строили 4 30-этажных здания и сэкономили заказчику, вернее, это заработали $1,5 миллиона на круг за счет того, что стены в проекте были 300 мм, а мы сделали 200 за счет того, что у материала очень хорошая звукоизоляция.
So now this is one more our case. We have a client in Georgia who need to build 4 buildings, every building 30 floors. So this is, as you can understand, this is a big project. So in this case, he decided to use our panels because what we offer is to make all the walls in this building more deep because some roofing of our panels are very much better compared to floors. And this is also 7 times faster. So, and as you can understand, this is not easy to find enough 25 people, like maybe 500 people. Build this project. That's why our panels is solution for him.
И на 2 месяца раньше срока сдали объект в принципе.
So his project was finished 2 months before the deadline.
В общем-то, это все то, что мы делали в России, Грузии, Кубе, собственно, мы по всей планете строим. Ровно год назад мы приехали в Индонезию.
So this is we just a little bit explain to you what we did before in our past. Now let's speak about Indonesia.
И решили построить здесь завод по производству таких панелей.
So 1 year ago, we performed here on the platform number 4. So after researching the market, we see a lot of opportunities. That's why we decided to enter the market. So, and we cooperate with service owner. So together with him, now we have factory here in Bali, in Sanur.
В Сануре взяли производство Сергея Соломина, и, собственно, он производил кирпичи. Сейчас мы модернизируем этот завод и ставим свое оборудование.
So now we upgrade this factory and install our equipment.
Собственно, так выглядит производство. Мы сами разрабатываем оборудование, сами его изготавливаем. И, собственно, вот процесс монтажа, собственно, линии автоматической для производства панелей.
So here you can see how our production now looks like. Still upgrading it, and even all the equipment we make ourselves. So this is how it looks like.
Это один из первых объектов, которые мы построили, пробно тестировали вообще, как технология здесь будет работать, и строили небольшую баню.
So this is our officially first project in Indonesia. You can see even this is small sauna, but as a test, we're seeing great results.
В общем-то, коробку этой бани мы построили за 2 дня.
So this sauna was built in 2 days.
Что-то поломалось. Здесь мы видим черепаху, которая плывет к нам на завод покупать панели.
Here you can see turtle who go to our factory.
А еще кликер отрубился. Да. Собственно, также эти панели мы монтировали в одном из торговых центров. То есть в целом технология здесь уже прижилась. В чем ее суть? Мы можем делать заборы.
So we also used to test our panels in different types of projects, apartments. Here you can see one project in Sanur. Here you can see a sample of the fence. So even all the fence easy to build, fast, great quality.
Внутри панели можно сделать любые полости для того, чтобы заливать их бетоном, и не нужно было ставить опалубку. Давай ускоряться, потому что времени мало.
So inside of the panels we have space for reinforcement weld, for columns, so according to Indonesian regulations.
Также панели можно использовать как стены и несъемную опалубку. Это мы строим большой объект. Здесь металлические выпуски арматуры уже есть, и мы просто ставим наши стены, вовнутрь которых просто нужно залить бетон.
So here again you can see the great example how the project can be done. In this case, our client don't have structure yet. So in this case, panels will be used as a formwork. So we don't need formwork, extra formwork.
Также ряд объектов уже заполнены нашими перегородками, собственно, один из объектов.
This is just one of the projects where already have structure, but we started again.
Это гостиница в Муану, тоже делаем заполнение полностью перегородок.
So one of our projects, and here you also can see how our panels work together with metal structure.
Также мы потихонечку тренируемся здесь строить, и это один из наших объектов с нашими партнерами, собственно, вот такой комплекс из 3 видов.
So also practicing different ways to build also traditional metal structure. Here you can see project one of our partners.
С панелями разобрались, стены можем сделать, клипы перекрытия можем сделать, перегородки можем сделать.
So I think this is already clear with all the walls, with panels. So now let's speak about our next product with piles, foundations.
Нужно сделать фундамент. И большая проблема Индонезии в том, что очень много стройки на рисовых болотах, на каких-то свалках. В общем, там, где несущая способность очень маленькая.
So in Indonesia, for sure, nature is beautiful. But if we speak about the soil, this is not always good enough to easily build foundation.
Есть здесь широко применение буро-напильные сваи, когда бурится отверстие, вставляется туда металлический каркас и заливается бетоном.
So normally, traditionally, what we use here is outdoor piles, right? This is traditional way.
Мы решили пойти из России, везем сейчас 15 машин, которые заколачивают сваи.
We decided to move forward and bring here our technology that we already used for a long time in Russia.
Сейчас мы строим себе цех в Самаре и столкнулись с тем, что несущая способность грунта очень маленькая, поэтому пришлось забить сваю 27 метров.
So as a sample, now we built a new warehouse in our factory. After soil test, we understand that we have 1.5 meters of completely trash, and after this 23 meters of swamp. So in this case, this is only one way to build, is our factory.
Мы забивали ее всего 1,5 часа.
So in 1.5 hours, 27 meters pile was assembled.
Если бы мы делали буронабивную сваю, она бы стоила огромных денег, заняла бы там несколько дней, может быть, даже неделю.
If in this case we will use like traditional rock piles, it will take a lot of money, a lot of time, so it's not convenient.
Также большая проблема то, что на многие участки тяжелой техникой не заехать. И вот мы били здесь сваи в болоте, где пришлось подкладывать доски под своевольную машину, но тем не менее все сваи были забиты.
So here you can see great example how while drivers can work in any conditions. So even previously it was the rice field, as you can see. So even in conditions like this, our machines can work.
Собственно, при заливке плиты мы просто делаем свайное поле и сверху заливаем бетонную плиту.
So if we need to work, let's say, with monolith floor slab, we just open the heads of the piles and connect it together. So the final result we have floor slab and piles inside.
И теперь не важно, какой участок, что лежит сверху, мы всю нагрузку дома переносим на твердые слои грунта.
So all the weight loaded on piles. That's why it doesn't matter anymore how heavy it is, because everything connected to the wood.
Также сваи можно заливать прямо в воду. То есть здесь мы делали берегоукрепление.
So here you can see one more great example. Here we assemble piles directly to the water.
Еще одним огромным плюсом своей бойки является то, что она может работать под большими углами на склонах.
Even like crazy angles is not going to be a challenge for us because, as you can see, our bus driver can work in any conditions.
Также мы можем заливать сваи сечением 400 на 400 под большие дома.
So we have different sizes of the piles, different types of the piles. It doesn't matter what you need to build, we will do it.
Получается, что мы можем забить сваю на любом участке, любой длины, под любую несущую способность.
It means you can install any type, any sizes of the piles in any conditions.
Самое главное, что на своевольной машине есть компьютер, который показывает, какая несущая способность у сваи существует.
Also the great, I would say, this is really important. When we hammering pile in the real time, we can see how much weight we can load on this pile. So we're making foundation and at the same time we're testing foundation.
Это значит, что забивая сваи нашими установками, вы четко знаете, что ваш дом никогда не провалится.
So you can be confident, you can be sure that your house will stand upfaced.
Вот примерно так это выглядит в сборе. То есть забивается свая, а дальше делается бетонный ригель, не знаю, как это переведут, и, собственно, собирается дом на склоне.
So you can see how these types of foundations normally done. You can see the cast of the piles, later welding together with beams, and here you can see ready-made house.
Как выглядят сваи из ригеля, вы можете посмотреть у нас на стенде.
So how it looks like, sample you can see on our position, our space. I already recognize some of you will speak with you. All the people who will not speak yet, please welcome to
Например, на этом доме мы сэкономили заказчику $20 000 на фундаменте.
Often people ask us about prices, but also we want to explain. For example, in this house we save 20,000 USD for our client because if we speak about we want to build with different type of conditions, we have to do a lot of preparation for the custom, the ground, or more. In this case, we will still have usable space under the house.
Также в случае с такими фундаментами вы получаете полезную площадь под домом, которую можно использовать под технические нужды.
So the space under the house can be used, for example, for vehicles or some service area.
О чем это мы в целом 40 минут говорили? В целом мы сейчас можем сами произвести и построить все, что касается фундаментов и коробки дома.
So about what we speak for 40 minutes, now we can produce and we can build two types, foundation and the house.
У вас будет гарантированно надежный фундамент.
You will have a great foundation with guarantee.
И коробка дома, которая может собираться даже неквалифицированными людьми.
And you will have the box of house which can be assembled by not qualified people.
Мы можем продать вам материалы, так и собрать самостоятельно. То есть вы можете у нас купить готовую продукцию в виде дома.
So we provide two opportunities for cooperation. First one, just selling you materials and you build. Or we also can build for you, so you will have ready-made house.
Собственно, приходите к нам на стенд, более подробно мы вам всем расскажем и с удовольствием сделаем все вовремя, с наилучшим качеством и самое главное, сильно дешевле, чем это стоит сейчас.
So please welcome to our zone. We'll be happy to explain in more details, share with you. Let's see. So fast, high quality, and not expensive.
Ждем вас на стенде, спасибо.
Thank you so much for your attention.
Mikhail Barinov, founder of BMX Development International Group of Companies, thank you so much. It was a very, very, very technologically advanced presentation and speech. If I may summarize, one of the things that I really enjoyed when I was on the stand of the company of BMX, they told about their concrete. One of the things was about being not affected by mold. And as we all know, this is one of the things that is very common in Bali, and they are really technologies that are really helping to be soundproof, be very sturdy, and be resistant to mold. So if you will be building with them, probably you will never get any mold in the house, which is very, very specific for Bali. When I was listening for 27 meters of tiles in the world, in the ground, in the soil, it is 30 floors. Can you imagine a tile that is going 27 meters in the ground in the ground? So this is an amazing example of how the technological advancement can be very beneficial if you're building here in Bali. So definitely, if you are after construction, that may be very, very beneficial for you. And now, I also hear some buzz. Again, guys, there's so much electricity, so much happening here in our investment forum, so the microphones are getting a little bit buzzy. Yeah, really? Okay, I think this is much better than it was. So, now we are ready for our next amazing speaker. And I was also speaking with him a little bit before, and he told us he made an amazing business when he was only 12. He was selling designer used clothes and made a million turnover in 1 year. So the founder of FERRY Development Group, Danish developer, investor, and serial entrepreneur, creating lifestyle property brand number 1 in the world, ladies and gentlemen, Russell Holmes.
name is Rasmus. It all started with a vision to create something truly meaningful. To connect people, to grow, to play, and to just have fun, and to create much more than just properties, but to create an experience-driven lifestyle for people seeking for more, aka the Coco lifestyle. My name is Rasmus. I am the founder of Coco Development Group. We are a community-driven lifestyle property brand born here in Bali, with a vision to go global in 2026 and create lifestyle property chain #1 in the world. Ever since we started for a little bit more than 1 year ago, we have with more than 100 investors joining our vision, raised more than $15 million, started the construction of our first 5 lifestyle developments with more than 125 properties, and we are today more than 400 people around the brand of Coco working full-time to create lifestyle property chain #1 in the world. We create much more than just properties. We create livings with amenities that talks into lifestyles, and we create experiences that brings people together. Why, you may ask? Because if you ask me, what is the best place I've been in the world? I guarantee you, it's not based on the places I stayed, but in people I met. And that is exactly what we create. We create memories, we create experiences, we bring people together. I used to make festivals for 6 years. I used to bring Copenhagen together. Today we build resorts in my favorite island in the world, little Bali. It's funny how life changed, huh? But if you ask me what I'm doing today, it's actually exactly the same thing I've been doing my whole life. I'm bringing people together, and I'm selling an experience. If you look on the screen, what you see here is the first 5 developments by Coco Development Group, all with a clear focus on creating a concept that clearly appeals to a certain target audience. On your side, on the left, you see our first project. It's called the Mansion by Coco, and it's a part of our premium collection. It's a premium villa. It comes with a private chef and private wine. The project is finished built today. It consists of 3 properties in total. The first was finished built in 8 months and 2 weeks. Number 2, 10 months, and number 3 belongs in 12 months. The project you see next to it is what I would call our first real lifestyle development, the Coco Lifestyle Residence. The concept talks into our values: grow, play, connect. It consists of 14 apartments in what you can call it a high-end Copenhagen. It comes with a sauna, comes with a co-working, comes with a shared pool. It comes with a massive rooftop where you can meet your neighbors. Because to be honest, if you ask me, how interesting is it actually to stay in a townhouse? How many people is actually moving a property because they are in need of a bed? And how many people you actually believe is booking a stay on shore or in a property because they want to have an experience? That is what we create. We bring people together. That's why we create complexes where we have shared facilities, because we want to create memories. We want to bring people together. The next project, I'm going to go around this one. The next project you see over here is the Coco Lifestyle Resort. Our biggest success until today. You can call it the bigger brother or the bigger sister to our first lifestyle project, the Coco Lifestyle Residence. The project consists of 62 properties. The whole project, from the day we launched and sold out in less than 4 months, we got more than 62 properties sold out in 120 days. The project again talks into our values and what Coco stands for. It's about growing people, it's about connecting people, it's about creating a playful day-to-day. It consists of a paddle board, like this. That's awesome. There we go. That's the Coco Lifestyle Show. It's located in Ulaanbaatar, not far from here in We are right now, we're 4 months into construction. Project in itself consists of, it has a podcast studio, it has a co-working, has a gym, has a wellness, sauna, ice bath, has a beautiful rooftop with bar, restaurant, and maybe most interesting, has 2 full-time internal or happiness managers hired to make sure that we create the ultimate lifestyle for people to stay in our properties. Because one thing is amenities, one thing is to stay in a beautiful property. But one thing I have learned from traveling the world the last 7 years, I fucking love to stay in hostels. I didn't like to stay in a room with 14 other people, but I love the experiences. I love the community. I love the weird people you meet on your way. And that's exactly what I want to create. Without you having to stay in a room with 13 other people, but actually staying in, let's call it that. Having this premium feeling where you have all the amenities, but you also have the lifestyle and the experiences around it. So we are creating much more than just properties. It's the Coco Lifestyle Paddle Board, it's mountain escapes, it's 2 people having one responsibility, and that is to make sure that the people staying in our properties, they have the time of their life. They come back from Bali, exactly what they were looking for, memories, a story to tell with best friends, and memories. Our latest launch project is called Amazon. It's located in Calabar, and project that from a perspective of design took 6 months. I can tell you my architect was not that happy for me, but I'm usually say either I stay out or I go in, and I had a vision. Now I'm sort of jungle resort to try to take a little bit through our thought process of why we built the jungle resort. Say, in the end of the day, we are an investment company. We exist to make the best possible investment case for our clients. Today we have 125 clients, 16 different nationalities around the world, putting their trust in us as their development partner, their investment partner in the market. And I take that very serious. The reason we have developed jungle resort is from the perspective of, let's first have a look at Chengdu. If you look at Chengdu, we have had an increase of more than 200% in the amount of accommodations, active listings on, for example, Airbnb. Today we're going to have around 12,500 accommodations in the area of Chengdu. And I trust you, I promise you, go on your Airbnb right now. I promise you, you're going to find more than 1,000 accommodations right now. If you look for booking for the next 7 days, that's not creating a good investment case is actually super simple. In general, I'll say things are what you're making, and from my own perspective, it makes things simple. It's based on supply and demand, and it's based on having a high occupancy rate and how much you're able to rent out the property for every single day. We have made an analysis of jungle accommodations. And low in Chengdu, we're going to have around 12,000 accommodations. If you look across the whole island, we're going to have less than 2,000 jungle accommodations. If you take it from a perspective of the source of the same standard as Amazon is 100%, we're going to have around 15 compared to Peter, Peer, Ulamans, and Jungle Uber Resort. Try to make analysis of how much you're able to rent out Bamboo House for compared to let's call it an apartment in downtown Chengdu. So from my perspective, it was super simple. For me, it doesn't as a developer cost me more money to build 4,000 square meters of construction in Calabar versus doing it in downtown Chengdu. The difference is that I'm in competition with 10,000 other accommodations down there, where from a perspective of being able to create a jungle resort, you look into analysis where you have properties really top 100% more. Let's say a one-bedroom apartment, you rent out that for $100. Try to look into Jungle Lake, try to look into paper, Ulama, try to look into some of those concepts and the average price and the occupancy rate they're performing. That's the reason Amazon has been born. Amazon, if you have everyone go Amazon is a clear, it's a good example of us delivering experience to people coming to Bali. I would say in average, we're probably going to have a shorter average stay compared to people staying in the We're probably going to have something between 3 to 5 days, but people, let's call it an average stay 7 to 10 days in a project. But on the other hand, we can rent it out for 40% more. The project contains 41 apartments. The one we make for investment. We launched the sale 2 months ago. We still have 12 properties back. And except for 41 properties, we also have an open-air cinema, we have a fireplace, we have a wellness cave with all facilities you can imagine, steam room, sauna. For Instagram, we have facial treatments with moss in 6 different beautiful earth colors, the dry, pink, blue, and whatever. We have 2 massive pools in the middle, as you can also see it in I think it's in Pendegar, they have something similar. And you have implemented in the restaurant in the back. So it's built on a hill. That means we have a drop of 12 meters off a granite wall where we have implemented a waterfall, like a water system. So from the granite wall all the way down, instead of having a wall, you have just having a thin layer of glass to give this calm feeling. So you can sit in a restaurant as well, so you can sit in all levels of the apartment and look straight into the waterfall. Disconnect to reconnect. The nature food in the back opportunity. Amazon jump resort. As I've mentioned a few times, we do everything we can for being more than properties. In the middle you can see that is Coco Development Group. Except that we have a few other things. We have the Coco Lifestyle, which is the same as the name of our resort and a big focus from our perspective of brand. We have Coco Active Wear, our own clothing line. Robin, we have the launch party at what we call Survival Group on this opportunity. We have a members club for all of our investors, giving them not only probably the best investment company, bringing them good return of investment, but also a company that has to focus on innovating their lifestyles. What is the Coco Members Club? It is the opportunity to earn 25% off rental on all of our properties around the ecosystem of Coco. We have more than 125 properties under construction today. Give me 1 year, we're going to have more. Except that we are launching our own investment platform called Shares by Coco. We are in the last testing phase of it. Long story short, we are fractionizing real estate and opening up and giving people the opportunity to invest for $1,000 through either crypto or USD. From my perspective, one of the reasons we are looking into launching this is it's actually not so much for cash flow. It's not so much for creating cash flow. I believe we, in the way we do today, is able to raise more money. We are a community-driven lifestyle brand, and one KPI, key point indicator that's very important for us, that is our community, and the amount of investors we can bring to be a part of Coco Development. The reason we are launching Shares by Coco is because if I can get 10,000 investors to invest $1,000, I don't care about $1,000. But I care about having a community with 10,000 active investors. What does that do for our investors? In the end of the day, it creates a platform, creates the opportunity for us as a company to push, for example, the Coco Members Club, to create a worldwide investment community of people seeking for more. And from a perspective of creating the best possible investment cases in Bali, let's say we look into India, we have an average occupancy rate that's pretty low, of 80%. And imagine we have a company that has an investment club of more than 10,000 active members. Do you think I'm going to be able to make more than 80% from my clients? Do you think we have differentiated ourselves so much from the market and taken so much control of our own investment cases that we actually are able to go forward, even the company Bali, creating the best investment case? That's my mission. I come August last summer. I didn't drink for 1 year. I didn't party for 1 year. I worked, I think I made a calculation yesterday, it was around 6,000 hours I put into this project, into this company the last 12 months. No drinking, no girls, no parties. I felt I had a very big responsibility for my clients, and I took that very serious. Today we have launched a project, $22 million in, what's that, 14 months? In the next 3 months we're launching projects for around $40 million, bringing us to have a portfolio of projects in Bali of around $75 million in less than 1.5 years. And I promise you it's just the beginning. What you see on the left is our biggest project until today, 1.4 hectare in the north of Bali, going across the island, backing up our vision about creating a roadmap of experiences for our clients. A water-inspired resort called Atlantis. Atlantis will be now by Copenhagen. We look into launching this project 1st of January, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Project number 2, Cocoa Hills, a part of our premium collection, tapping into the same design, same value proposition as our earlier project. Has the color code of the cocoa beige and are located in the hills of India. It's going to be called Cocoa Hills, the skyline, and it is a project of around $18 to $22 million. Hopefully we should be able to launch that in around 30 to 45 days. That's it. I think that was what I had today. If anyone has any questions, I'm a social man. I'm happy to connect with you and answer the other round. Last, probably what I invite you all. So we have the opening, what's it called? The Cocoa Lifestyle Residence we spoke about before. We have the opening. First thing, open house, 26th of October. If you go to Instagram, Cocoa Development Group, if you look in the link tree, I'll be super happy to meet you all. I expect around 400 people. Have a nice DJ. It's going to be food, drinks, a lot of nice people. Just happy days, experiences and memories. So, yeah, you are all more than welcome to join if that's something that suits you.
Sounds like a fun meeting. Please get a round of applause for the stage for speech and maybe Rasmus, maybe some questions, because if I would be wanting to join the club, I would really want to know something more, maybe more. Does anybody have a question for the Rasmus and his amazing experience? Okay, I can see, I will bring you a mic, so you will be loud and clear. Please, yes.
Hello, Rasmus, thank you for the presentation. Can you answer the question, if I know you have a green zone, and now we know the new information about green zone, I mean, about the project in Italy. So how you decide to solve this problem for the green zone?
Can I confirm the question? Yes.
So I asked about the green zone. If I know you have a green.
I think I got that question. The new regulations they are talking about what's it called? Suraya, the head of tourism, who's talking with what's it called? The governor of Badum. I hope so. The case is they talk about not making it possible to change the zone from green to commercial, pink, or yellow. If you ask me, I was talking at what's called FERRY Recreation Club about the same topic. And as I said there straight up, I hope it goes through, because we said in the bigger picture, it just means that we keep the values of Bali. We actually keep the green areas green. They started out in green for a reason. And you can tell from perspective also, from perspective of investments, It just means that all zonings, yellow and pink around them will just die. But also will mean that the experiences of people that's 10 years ago, that, for example, the rock where you have a lot of green zone, it's not. Imagine if you change everything to pink, then it's going to look like Chengdu. It's just going to be concrete everywhere. You're not having, the nature of gardens. From my perspective, I hope they are going to get it through. My honest opinion is that, I'll say, money is not really religion. Money is very grateful for that, but still, money always talks. And let's say they change it now, and what happens in 10 years when someone has a ceremony and they need the money in the government, they have to change it back. What's in it for me? It's just facts. That's how the world works. And yeah.
Thank you, Rasmus, for the answer. Does anyone have a question to Rasmus who wants to ask something more about the common experience, immersive, beautiful, and so diverse? Well, can I, Rasmus, ask you a question? If I will become just today a member of Coco membership, what will I have just like from day number one? What can I contribute and what can I get from this being a member of Coco?
It's actually very, very simple. I have an agreement with you today. You just push the green button and then you just need to have more than $100,000 on your bank account. But then we open up for that all our members can get 25% across the portfolio of our projects. So you can say it's back to community, the values of including people and making them feel they are part of something bigger, but it's also to support our investment cases. Let's say you have an average, let's call it 75% occupancy rate. That means you have 25% of the time in a year where your property is not rented out. So you can say, with other words, it's actually just that small gap we fill out. We give our clients, we elevate their lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, and from a perspective of creating a good investment case, we actually just create a higher and better investment case for our clients.
Beautiful, thank you. That sounds quite reasonable. And being a club of people that are charged and going to have an amazing experience together, that sounds beautiful. Okay, thank you, Rasmus Coles. Ladies and gentlemen, your applause. Thank you for the supercharged and very beautiful speech. That was a joy to listen to. And are we ready for our next speaker, or should we have some interaction? Do you feel like some interaction, dear friends? Just like for 2 minutes to recharge your batteries after lots of speech, I understand your attention cannot be endless. So what I would propose to you, can you please stand up for a few minutes, just 2 minutes of you standing and getting power from your feet? Please, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you've been sitting for a while, and changing a little bit of energy is something very beneficial and beautiful. No dance and hip hop or any kind of exercise, I promise you. I want you to interact with each other. Can you look left and right from you and find some smiling nice person, probably better that you don't know, and just come along easily, 1 to 2, maximum 3 people, and just saying, my name is, I'm doing this thing, I'm expert in this or that, and I'm looking for this or that particular thing. That can make some beautiful new connections just with your neighbor, just a person nearby can bring you some magic in your beautiful life right here and now. In 1 minute, 1 person, so I will make the timer 1 minute for 1 person.
Alexander, ya?
So 1 minute for 1 person and 1 minute for another.